once again.
Hello, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's, and I'm going to service this Peugeot 308 1.6 HDI. I've got the engine running. I'm just going to let the temperature build up a little bit so it's easier to drain the oil. First, just here at the turbo, I'm going to remove a 10mm bolt. Here's the yellow plastic tab, you just pull them apart. Once you've got that unclipped, you can just pull all of this off. Press in here the two tabs and you can pull that out. And then we'll get the other side twisted. Twist it and it'll come out. It'll give you access down to the oil filter. Just at the top there you got 1, 2, 3 T25. And there's a little bracket here you just push off to the side. And you can pull out the top of the air filter housing. Pull that out. You've got a hoover, get in there and just get any of the remaining bits of leaves or whatever. Get a new filter, put it back in there. Just make sure it's all pressed down nice and firm all the way around. Get a good seal. Here we have the air filter and a cabin filter, oil filter and a fuel filter. Now we'll just put the plastic filter housing back on. Two little tabs there, and they slide into those at the back. It just goes in like that, and then you can close it down with the screws. We're going to open the oil cap and just leave it sitting back on there loosely. Pull the dipstick out. Use a 27mm socket or an extension to open the oil filter. Put some tissue under there just to catch any little drips. And just take your time, let it sit for a minute and then pull it out. Get the cap off. Caps come out separately in this case. Pull out the filter. Now we've got the new filter here, it's got a new little O-ring on it. That needs to go in a certain position. Right down the bottom there, you'll see a little hole in the housing where that slots into. So you need to get that, line it up. Just put it in and you'll feel it click, like a little click as it goes in. On the housing here there's a little rubber ring that goes all the way around, just like that. So we're going to put that on there, pull that one off. Now we can just slide the oil filter housing cover back on. Just try and twist it in a little bit by hand first. There we go. And you tighten that back up to 25 Nm. And now we can use some brake cleaner just to get rid of all of that oil spillage. And we might as well spray off the turbo there while we're there. Clean that out. Instead of jacking the car up, I'm going to use an extraction pump into the dipstick. And I'm going to pull that out. Once that's finished, you'll see it jumping around. You can hear it just sucking air up. We can just twist back on and then push into place these inlet pipes. Just clip on the second one there, tighten back in the 10mm bolt. Now we can just fill the oil back up. This one takes about 3.7 litres, 5W30, but your part supplier will supply you with the right amount and type of oil with your registration number. Now I'm just going to check the dipstick, make sure we've got the right amount of oil in there. That's just about perfect there. And it's black as coal already. Next over here we have the fuel filter. There's a plug on it here. This one it just pulls out. Don't have to press anything, from what I can see anyway. Just pulls out, and then we've got two little tab clips ones here. We need to pull up this metal bit first. These ones are pushed down and pull out, just like that. Push down, pull out. Just need to lift that one up. We've got a small pick here for that. Just going to pick it Oh, sorry, I've not got the camera on there. Just get the pick under there and just lift it up. Now you can press the tabs in and pull that fuel line out. Just down the back here you got two 8mm bolts. Get onto them. Once you've opened it with the ratchet there, you can just get your finger on there, give it a few turns to get it open. Now we can move on to the other side. Get that on there, open it, and again it's too loose to ratchet, so we'll have to get our fingers in there and just wind it up. Now the bolts are out of the way, you should be able to just pull it up, slip her out there. Just careful with the fuel pipes. So if we set the fuel filter down, you've got 1, 2, 3 T20 torque bolts. We'll have to take off 1, 2, 3 there like that, so the top comes off and swap it over. They're actually a T15. We'll get them out. Once they're out, turn the sensor all the way to the left and you should get some fuel leaking out soon. So we're going to pull the top off. Get a little tray like I've got here, you can just pull the top out. The fuel is going to leak out the bottom from where that seal was. We've put the screws back in, obviously new seals, and we've turned the sensor back to the left. Here we have a laser priming bulb to prime up the air out of the fuel system. I'm going to connect it onto the fuel pump, or the fuel filter, sorry, and give it a few squeezes until you can see some fuel coming up. So here we've got the fuel up, so we know the fuel filter is full now, and that's connected on there, just to one of the pipes on the fuel filter there. I can disconnect that and then put back on its original fuel lines. And if you're interested in that kit there, that's the part number for it, laser 5262. As long as all that was lit up properly, you should be able to just start the engine up and it should just stay running. If there's air in it, you might get it cutting out and you'll have to try and bleed it up or continue to turn the ignition until it starts. We're going to come under the driver's footwell. Just grab this plastic, it's on pop clips, just pull it off. Just up here behind the pedals you'll have little clips you can pull, slip it open. A little tab down, you can pull out the cabin filter. It looks like it hasn't been out in a fair while. Very misshaped. That would have slowed down the heating a lot, the blower motor. I'm going to come back in, and just above that there's a secondary one. Pull it down and pull it out. Same thing again. We're going to look for the airflow direction on the new filter and just slide them back in exactly where they came from. Slide that in there, and we're going to need to slide this one up. Both filters in, you can just clip that back in place. And some of these, but I've never seen one there, but they should have a screw there. So maybe you might have a screw on one of yours. Just push that plastic back in, it'll just pop back into place. Job done. See you in the next video.